From high atop Emery High School, with the Golden Gate Bridge soaring into the background above the skyline of Emeryville, California, we bring you Menlo and Emery. And no matter who wins today, it's going to be the blue and gold, as you can see by looking at the uniforms. Coin toss at midfield was won by Emery, and they chose to receive. They'll be receiving at the east end, which is to our right, and going from right to left. Menlo comes into the game with a 3-1 record. All right, we're set to go here to kick off this game in Emeryville. Menlo comes in with 3-1 record, beat San Lorenzo 49-12 last week. And the kick from Thurstone comes down to the 10. And the return is brought to the 32. In on the hit is Bobby Fitzpatrick. They'll mark it at the 31, where Emery will take over. Emery comes to the line 1st and 10 at their own 31. We've got an I formation, and the lateral pass goes backwards. That's going to be a fumble because it went backwards and it went out of bounds around the 21. They mark it at the 22, so it'll be 9-yard loss in that fumble for Emery. And the I-man goes in motion. Handoff goes to the first man through, and he stopped quickly. Sloan Rouser and Harold Beebe were there to make the stop. It'll be about a 1-yard gain. All right, it's 3rd down and 18 now for Emery on their first possession. And a quick throw over the middle is complete. And man is brought down short of the first down at 35 by Mike Supple. A pickup of about 12 yards. It'll be 4th and 6. Emery into punt formation on 4th and 6 from the 35. It's a bad snap. It gets by the punter, and he's being chased by Tuxedo. He throws the ball, and let's see if they can get a first down. They may have it right near the 41, where the 10-yard markers are. The receiver is stopped by Thurstone and Beebe. It'll be close. We'll have to measure. And they give him a first down. So Emery picks up a first down off of a broken play on the punt. They have 1st and 10 at their 41, and there's movement in the Emery line. Draws Rouser off, but it should be a legal motion. First and 15. Brady Enright's in on the right end for the Menlo defensive line. And he's blitzing along with some others. There's another lateral for Emery, and it's covered well by Menlo. Man breaks a tackle when he gets away down the right sideline. And there's a flag down. It might be a face masking penalty after about a 5-yard gain. A 5-yard pickup on the lateral, and a 15-yard face masking penalty moves the ball to the Menlo 45 for Emery. Handoff goes up the middle, and stacked up is the runner after about 2-yard pickup. Peter Meyer was in there, and a number of other Menlo linemen. They didn't give Emery anything on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Man goes in motion right to left. And the pitch out goes to the left side and picks up about 4 yards before the tackle is made by Brady Enright. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. Brett Challenger's on the sideline. That might be who Enright's playing for. Challenger's in uniform, though. He's had some injuries. And there's another flag on the play as the handoff goes straight up the middle, and the runner's stacked up again. I'll have to see what the flag is. Otherwise, it's going to be 4th down for Emery. On 4th and 6, Emery's going to punt, and this time the snap is good, and the kick gets away. And Ferrando signals for a fair catch and takes it around the 9-yard line, so that'll be about a 31-yard punt. No return. Menlo takes over 1st and 10 with 7:44 remaining in the first quarter. Menlo comes to the line for their first possession. And a quick drop from Pay is intercepted. Interception at the 12-yard line, and a big break for Emery as they'll take over with great field possession after the first play by Menlo. That last pass was intended for Andy Thurstone, and the cornerback just made a dive in front of Andy and made the catch. And there's the pass over the middle, and it's a touchdown. 14-yard touchdown play, and Emery takes a 6-0 lead. And there's 7:25 remaining. Emery on top. Simple slant-in pattern gets Emery the touchdown. And they'll go for 2, and I-man gets the handoff and goes off the left side and makes it in. So Emery takes an 8-0 lead, and after about 4.5 minutes of play, Menlo's had only one play. That interception by Pay was only his sixth thrown this year, and this being the 5th game of the season, and 3 of those interceptions were against Sacred Heart. The kick is towed by the Emery kicker and goes out of bounds about the 27-yard line. Very poor kick, and should set the kick back another 5 yards to try it again. Well, instead of a penalty, Menlo's going to take over at their own 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Supple goes in motion, leaving Fitzpatrick alone in the backfield. Pay is under pressure, and he looks over the middle, and he's got Sazenkowski, and he's taken down around the 45-yard line, but he picks up 5 yards in the reception. 2nd and 5 now for Menlo. It's Protiva split left, and Ferrando on the near side. Again, Supple goes in motion. And Pay drops back again. He's got time. He throws for Ferrando on the right side, and just over the fingertips of Ferrando at the 25. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 5. That pass would have been 6 for Menlo if Ferrando could have just reached up about 2 inches higher, but Drew had his arms extended. Now there's movement in the line. Have to see whether they were drawn off. It'll be a 1st down for Menlo if it's on Emery, and I think it is. Yes, it is. So it'll be 1st down, Menlo at midfield. 1st and 10 now. Thurstone is in for Protiva on the right side, and Fitzpatrick goes in motion. He gets a pitch going to the left side, gets a good block from Supple, and loses the ball and has to fall on it at about the 48. And now there's a flag. It might be piling on. Well, Menlo's offense is having some trouble getting on track, but they're moving the ball thanks to some Emery mistakes. There was a personal foul there, and now Menlo has it 1st and 10 at the Emery 36. And Pay's going back, and he's thrown down just as he's about to pass it. Man came in from his blind side, and John never saw him. 2nd and 10 now. Pay has completed only 1 of 4 attempts, but he's had some trouble getting on track before, in the MA game, for instance. And a quick passer goes over the middle to Dove. He's got room. He moves by one man, and he might go all the way. He's down to the 10, the 5, and he's taken down just short of the goal line, about the 1. About a 35-yard pickup. Good running by David Dove. He just couldn't beat that last man. That's David Dove being helped off the field and getting a hand from the Emery team. Ball's on the 1-yard line for Menlo now. 1st and 10. He's got Sazenkowski and Ferrando to the right, Thurstone to the left. Pay rolls right, looking for a man, and he's got Sazenkowski for the touchdown for Menlo. So Menlo strikes back in less than 2 minutes, moving 60 yards for the touchdown, and it's 8-6. Menlo's going for 2, trying to tie it up here. Ferrando goes in motion, right to left. Pay drops back, rolls right, and he's looking for Fitzpatrick, and Fitz makes the grab. Pass a little high, but Fitzpatrick hauled it down, so with 5:47 remaining in the first quarter, Menlo's knotted the score at 8 apiece. A touchdown pass for John Pay gave him 18 for the season, in 4 games and about a half a quarter, averaging over 4 touchdown passes a game. Kickoff by Thurstone comes down at the 10. And the ball is loose at the 30, about the 32. And it's an Emery ball at the 33. I couldn't tell who knocked it loose, but Emery covered it at their own 33, where it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 now for Emery at their own 33. Menlo's cornerbacks are playing very deep, and the pass goes over the middle and is incomplete. Coverage by Brian Protiva, but the pass was just a little too low for the receiver to grab. On 2nd and 10, Emery comes to the line at the 33. And again, that lateral play, another poor one, but the man cuts inside of one of the cornerback and makes it up to about the 39 before being brought down on the far side by Mike Texida, who ranged out the line pretty well to catch that man. Call that a 5-yard gain on the pitch out, on the lateral throw, I should say. It's 3rd and 5 now, and good pressure in the backfield by Ludwig, and the running back picks up about 3 yards over the left side, but it'll be 4th and 2. Timeout Emery, and it's time for this commercial message. This game is being brought to you in part by Delta Airlines, so next time you think New Orleans, think Delta. Delta's ready when you are. On 4th and 1, Emery's going to go for it, and they've got the first down on a off-tackle play over the left side, up to the 45. And I couldn't tell the tackler. I think it's Ferrando. First and 10 for Emery from their 45. And good pressure by the line, and the pass is badly overthrown. Quarterback was just trying to dump it off as Ludwig and Fitzpatrick applied the pressure. Herbie Ludwig's been penetrating the line really nicely, getting to the quarterback twice to make him unload the ball quickly. On 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick blitzes and catches the man back around the 35, but he completes the pass up to the 50-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard pickup for Emery. The clock has moved inside 2:50 remaining in the first quarter. Emery with 3rd and 5 right at midfield. Joe Wheeling made the tackle on the last play. The pitch out is almost missed, but it's caught by the running back, and he picks up about 7 yards before Supple brings him down at the 43. Again, there was good penetration by the Menlo line. Harold Beebe left the game about 2 minutes ago for some reason, asking for some rest. He's sitting on the bench. Whelan came in for him. And again, the lateral play, and it's dropped, and that's going to be a dead ball back at the 50. So that'll be about a 5-yard loss. A 6-yard loss in that last play, as Emery's quarterback is having a lot of trouble throwing that backward lateral. He tries it again to his receiver. They try the flea flicker, but the man is floored by Fitzpatrick back at the 43-yard line. Bobby Fitzpatrick wasn't fooled at all. He just went right for the man, and he could never get the pass off. 9-yard loss from the last play makes it 3rd and 25. And Emery goes on the reverse to the split end, coming from left to right, and it picks up about 5 yards, but the tackle's made by Fitzpatrick again on the right far side there. On 4th and 20, Emery will punt from its own 47. Their punter only stands about 10 yards behind the line, and he gets the kickoff, and Menlo lets it drop, and Emery downs at about the 34-yard line, so that's only going to be about a 19-yard punt. They'll give him a 21-yard punt to the Menlo 32. This should be the last play of the quarter, as we've only got 6 seconds left. Pay goes on a straight drop, and he throws for Ferrando, and he's open, and he catches it at the 45 and is finally dragged down after dragging the man for about 10 yards. He's dragged down at the 28. So that'll be the end of the first quarter, and the score is Menlo 8, Emery 8. The first quarter stats for John Pay read 4 of 8 for 82 yards and 1 touchdown with 1 interception. Menlo takes over at the 27 after that 41-yard pass to Ferrando, and here goes Ferrando towards the end zone, and he makes the catch of the 2, and he's into the end zone on a 27-yard touchdown pass. So 2 plays, 2 passes of Pay to Ferrando, pick up 68 yards, and the touchdown for Menlo. They go on top 14-8. For first quarter, Pay was 4 of 7, not 4 of 8. Thurstone to attempt the extra point, and the kick is good. And so with 11:54 remaining in the second quarter, the score is Menlo 15 and Emery 8. Menlo's last drive went 68 yards in 2 plays, 2 passes to Drew Ferrando, and Thurstone's kick goes out of bounds around the 17-yard line. So Emery will take over, and I guess that ball will go to the 40. 1st and 10 for Emery. 1st and 10 for Emery at their own 40-yard line. They trail by 7. Pitch out goes to the right side. Good blocking, and the play picks up about 5 yards. Protiva and Rouser were there on the tackle with help from Harold Beebe. 2nd and 5 now after the 5-yard pitch out. And this time the pitch out goes left and is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Sloan Rouser there on the tackle. Sloan was there, and he was helped by Peter Meyer, I believe. No, it was Herbie Ludwig, so it'll be 3rd and 5. Rouser, Beebe, and Ludwig all have 3 tackle assists now. There may be more. We can't get the tackle on every play due to the position of our cameras. And there's a 5-yard pickup over the right side. Should be the first down. Beebe made the tackle, and it is first down for Emery at midfield. 1st and 10 for Emery now at midfield. And Menlo sending everybody, and the throw goes out to the left side, but the receiver can't quite get there. It's incomplete around the 30. Quick snap by Emery, and the play goes nowhere. Tried to go over left tackle, tried to surprise Menlo by using a quick snap, but Brian Watchhurst and others were there to stop it, so it'll be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 now for Emery. And again, good penetration by Ludwig, and now Peter Meyer's chasing the quarterback. He's rolling left, he gets it away, and it's out of bounds. There's no chance for the receiver. It'll be 4th down. Good chase by the Menlo lineman. 4th down from the 49, and Emery gets a low end-over-end wobbly kick that Ferrando takes at the 11, and he's brought down by the first man after about an 11-yard return. So Menlo will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22 with 9:06 remaining in the half. Matt Halpern over the ball at center. Beebe and Rouser and Herbie Ludwig and Mike Tuxedo helping him out. There's a screen pass out to Supple on the left side. Flags go down. It might be a clip as Supple takes it up to the 35 for a 13-yard gain, but Sloan Rouser may have been guilty of a clip back around the 25. It was a clip on Rouser that sets Menlo back to their 12, or it'll be 2nd and 20. Brian Hull in for Supple. Hull's been averaging almost 6 yards a carry, although he's only had 6 carries so far, and the screen pass goes out to him. It's the same play as that went to Supple, and Hull takes it up to the 28. Got a good block from Brian Protiva, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. We'll call it 2nd and 5 after a 15-yard gain. That was Brian Hull's first reception of the year. On 2nd and 5, Pay goes back straight. Now he's inching up towards left side. He's throwing long. He's got Ferrando. Did he throw it far enough? Not quite. Couldn't quite get it there. It was about a 50-yard throw for John, and it was broken up as the defender had time to catch up with Ferrando. It's 3rd and 5 now. So far, Menlo's had 10 passing plays and only 1 rushing. On 3rd and 5, the pitch goes to Fitzpatrick over the right side. He's got some room, and he picks up 5 and more, and picks up about 9 yards all the way up to the 36. A nice run by Bobby Fitzpatrick. 1st down, Menlo. Coming into the game, Fitzpatrick was Menlo's leading rusher with 65 yards. Doesn't sound like much, but he's contributed a lot by catching passes. This time the pass goes out to Brian Protiva in the left flat, and he takes it up to about the 43-yard line, a pickup of about 7. Second down and 3 now for Menlo, and Pay goes straight back, and he's under pressure, and he moves up in front of the rush, and he's going to run it. He's over the 45, and he dives down at the 50. He's got a 1st down. A nice 7-yard run by John Pay as he scrambled away from 3 men before crossing the line of scrimmage and picking up 7. We're down to 6:20 now remaining in the half. Menlo leading 15-8. Again, Pay goes back, and again, he's got men chasing him. He throws sidearm, incomplete. Pass was attempted by Ferrando, and Drew made a nice dive, but couldn't quite come up with it. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Thurstone and Ferrando are the receivers. And Supple and Fitzpatrick in the backfield. Pass goes to Ferrando, complete. And he breaks one tackle, but is brought down by the second man around the 37. It should be about a 13-yard pickup, good for another first down. From the 37, the draw play goes to Supple, and he's trying to get over the right side, and he picks up about 2 yards, but that's going to be it. 2nd 8 now for Menlo. Sazenkowski is into the game and split wide right. In fact, he was already in the game, but this time he split outside, no tight ends, and the pass goes to Thurstone, but it was thrown too far outside of him, or else Andy didn't run his pattern right. It'll be 3rd down and 8. It's 3rd and 9 from the 36 now. Supple only picked up 1 yard on his draw 2 plays ago. John pumps left, and now he throws right to Supple, and he gets a good block. No, they're going to call it a clip, I think. John gets down to the 25, and I think they're going to call a clip out there on Matt Halpern. Matt doesn't like the call, and I might agree. I didn't see it real well. He sets Menlo all the way back to their own 47, or it'll be 4th down and 25. Pay rolls left, and he's got lots of time, and he throws, and is complete to Thurstone around the 40-yard line. Taken down at the 38. It won't be nearly enough for the first down, but Menlo will have about a 4th and 10. Some people will do anything to see an Emery game, as you can tell. A defensive holding penalty on Emery gives Menlo the ball with 3rd down now at the 37, so it'll be about 3rd and 9. John's under trouble again. He cuts inside the rush, and he throws sidearm for Fitzpatrick, but throws it behind him, so it'll be 4th down now. 4th down and a long 9 now for Menlo. Emery's been holding up tougher against the Menlo attack than they did last year when they lost 49-6. On 4th down, the throw is batted and intercepted by the same man. A nice play by the Emery back, and Emery will take over about their 23. That's their 2nd interception of the half. Another quick snap for Emery on 1st down. They pick up good yardage on the left tackle, off tackle play over the left side. Picks up about 17 yards to the 40-yard line. Emery's working quickly. It was inside 4 minutes, and again they go over the left side, and this time he picks up about 2 yards. Harold Beebe hits him there, along with Brian Watchhorst, who's doing a good job of stacking up the runners coming from the secondary. Emery has only 1 timeout left, and though I still don't think they need to hurry as much as they are with 3:20 left in the half. They're at the 43 on 2nd and 7. Again, the lateral play, and Protiva's got it covered really well. Stuffs the man back at his 40 for a 3-yard loss. It's been brought to my attention that Emery probably isn't hurrying because of the clock, but to try to take advantage of any laxity on the part of the Menlo defense. Now they've got 3rd down and 10, and the pitch out going left is thrown for a big loss. Back to about the 33. Drew Ferrando came in from the right side and threw the running back down for about an 8-yard loss. Emery to punt on 4th and 18 from their 32. And they get the kick away. Protiva's running towards the sideline, but it's going to go out of bounds around the Menlo 40-yard line. So that'll be about a 28-yard punt. Menlo will take over 1st and 10 with 2:09 remaining in the half. The Knights take over 1st and 10 at their own 38. Try to see if they can get up by 2 touchdowns by halftime. Pay's got lots of time. There's a flag down. He throws for Ferrando, and the pass is intercepted at the Emery 33. We'll have to see what the flag is all about. A defensive holding penalty on Emery nullifies the interception. That's a big break for Menlo as the ball moves to the Emery 46. John tried to drop back in the pocket. None formed, and he had to roll out left. Now he scrambles back to the right, and he completes the pass to Protiva. Great job of scrambling by both quarterback and receiver, and Menlo picks up about 28 yards. 1:37 remaining now as Menlo has moved the ball to the Emery 18. That last play picked up 28 yards. Pay rolls left, and he's got Thurstone, and he bobbles it but hangs on and is brought down about the 4-yard line. So Menlo's knocking on the door with 1.5 to go. Well, penalties have been having a big role in the first half here as Menlo's called for blocking below the waist, sets the ball back to the 36. Pay's throw goes out to the left side for Fitzpatrick, and I couldn't tell whether it went through his arms or whether he just couldn't get to it, but it's incomplete either way. and it'll be third down. It's second down now for Menlo. Second down and 28 from the Emery 36. They've got 1:15 remaining. Pass over the middle is underthrown for Sozankowski, and it'll be third down. So Menlo's got a couple of big plays coming up. Well, Emery seems to have a core of loyal rooters, as now two neighbors are enjoying the game from their rooftops across the street. Third down and 28 now for Menlo. Big play coming up. Under pressure, Pay's got to throw to the left side. He's got Fitzpatrick, and he's got some blockers. He gets a block from Ludwig, and he gets another one from, I think that was, no, it wasn't Ludwig again. It was Sozankowski, I think, maybe Halpern. But anyway, the ball gets down to about the 24-yard line. So 12-yard pickup on the pass to Fitzpatrick. Now it's fourth down and 16, and the pass is going for the right side, and is he inbounds? No. A nice effort and a nice catch by Drew Ferrando, but he cut it out of bounds around the first down marker, and Emery will take over. 24 seconds remain in the half for Emery as they trail by 7 points, and they've got to move the ball 76 yards for pay dirt. I believe they have one timeout left, and looks like they're just going to try to run out the clock. Off tackle play over the left side is stacked up by Tuxedo, and the clock is down to 15 seconds and running. 4 seconds remain as Emery let the clock run down from 15 to 4 seconds before calling their last timeout. So with one play remaining, they're 75 yards away. Flags down. Long pass going down the right side is incomplete, well overthrown. Good coverage by Brian Protiva. Horn sounds. If the penalty's on the defense, we'll have to have another play, though. Penalties on both sides offset each other, so that's the end of the first half, and a tough one. Ends with the Knights leading Emery 15-8. We're back for the second half, and the second half of today's ball game is brought to you by Crown Royal. Spoil yourself. We're panning across the skyline of Emeryville, California here, with the Emery High School football field located in the heart of the downtown sector. And it looks like maybe an unintentional onside kick to open the second half here. Harold Beebe picks it up about the 48 and brings it back to midfield. First down for Menlo. By calling this the downtown sector, I was mainly referring to the fact that there isn't much else to Emeryville. And Bobby Fitzpatrick opens the second half with a pitch out carry for about 4 yards down to the Emery 45. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Menlo. Call it 2nd and 7. Well, they do give Fitzpatrick 4 yards in the last carry. This time the handoff goes to Supple, and he's got lots of room. Evades 2 carriers, goes from the 45 down to about the 32. That should be about a 13-yard pickup from Mike Supple, and Menlo is moving the ball well. 1st and 10 from the 32. 2 running plays have picked up 17 yards from Menlo. Supple goes in motion right. Handoff goes to Fitzpatrick over the left side, and he goes down to about the 30-yard line, about a 3-yard pickup. And 4 carries for 15 yards now for Bobby Fitzpatrick. It's 2nd and 7 again. Supple goes in motion right. And the first pass of the second half coming up. And Supple is all alone on the right side, makes the catch at the 15, gets by one man, and he's going all the way to the end zone. Impressive 49-yard drive in under 2 minutes to open the second half for Menlo, and they go on top 21-8. Andy Thurstone on to attempt the extra point. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Menlo went for 2 points and made it after their first touchdown. And this kick is away, and no signal yet, but apparently it's good. The referees didn't signal, but 10:15 remain in the third quarter, and Menlo leads 22-8. Menlo goes 49 yards in under 2 minutes to go on top by 14 points. They got a bit of a pep talk from Ron Bryant at halftime may have fired him up. Kickoff is returned only about 7 yards. At the 17, Andy Thurstone, Brian Hull, and Brian Watchurst are all in on the tackle. Emery comes to the line for their first play of the second half. They trail by 14 now. And Menlo's blitzing, and the counterplay trying to go over the right side doesn't pick up anything. Goes from about the 19 to the 20. Called a 1-yard pickup. Herbie Ludwig and Peter Meyer there on the tackle. Credit Tuxedo at the tackle assist on that last play rather than Peter Meyer. 2nd and 9 now. And the pass play going to the left side is incomplete. The receiver was falling backwards as he tried to make the catch, and he couldn't hold it. Third and 9 now for Emery. Menlo looks really fired up after getting admonished by Ron Bryant at halftime, and this pass falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 9. Brian Protiva is the lone back this time, dropping back to receive the punt from Emery. It's a high wobbling kick, and Protiva takes it with the fair catch right at midfield, so it's about a 30-yard punt, no return. Menlo takes over 1st and 10. With the touchdown pass on the last drive, John Pay went over 200 yards passing for the day. He had 184 in the first half. And the first play of this drive is a pass to Andy Thurston out the flat. He's hit and fumbles it, but manages to bat the ball out of bounds. Couldn't tell whether it was intentional or not, but a smart play in either case. 8-yard pickup on the pass and forward fumble by Thurstone. That's Andy's first catch of the day. And on 2nd and 2, Pay goes back, looks for Ferrando, cutting inside from the right to the left, and it's complete to Ferrando about the 24-yard line. Should be about a 19-yard pickup. Call it 18 yards from the last play. This time Menlo goes for the quick huddle, and the give goes to Supple, who starts left and cuts right and moves from the 29 down to about the 24. On 2nd and about 3 yards from the Emery 22, the pass goes on the slant into Protiva, who breaks 2 tackles and gets away from 2 more, and he gets down to about the 5-yard line, a pickup of about 17 yards. 1st down, Menlo. John Pay's completed 4 of 4 here in the second half. Give goes to the second man, Fitzpatrick, over the left side, and he's in for a touchdown. And Menlo is really coming on strong here early in the second half. Now 7:38 remaining in the third quarter. They've upped their lead to 28-8. Thurstone going for the extra point attempt. It's good, and Menlo now leads Emery 29-8. We're ready for the kickoff now. Menlo up by 21 points. He scored 2 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes. Kick comes down at about the 15-yard line. And is brought back to near the 35. After a timeout, Emery comes to the 35 with a 1st and 10, finding themselves behind by 21. Give goes up the middle, and it's good for about 3 yards before it's stacked up by Ludwig, Beebe, and Ferrando. 2nd and 7 now from the 38 for Emery. Quick drop, and the pass out to the left side is thrown behind the receiver, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 for Emery, as Menlo's defense has been impressive all game. Emery really hasn't been able to move the ball since their first drive. Pitch out goes to the right side, and is stopped after about maybe a yard. Rouser and Protiva were there to stack it up at the 40-yard line. So once again, Emery will have to punt, and again, Protiva is the lone back this time. And he's got to retreat to get it, and he's not going to be able to get it. It bounces at the 20, and is going to bounce right back to the 20 after coming back. And that'll be a 1st down for Menlo right there. Well, Emery's punter hadn't hit one longer than 30 yards before that one, but that one was good for 40. So Menlo is set back to their 20, and the snap is fumbled, but Pay falls on it at about the 18 for a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 12. Clock is down to 5 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. Menlo leads 29-8. Pay rolls right, looking for Ferrando, and he's got him, and he holds it and keeps his feet in bounds at the 25. It's good for 7 yards. Sloan Rouser was called for blocking below the waist, so the pass play is called back, and it's second down for Menlo from their own 7. Long pass is going for Thurstone up the left side, and there's some interference there, and they're not going to call it. Thurstone was being mobbed by his man, and there was no call, and Andy's hurt too. Brian Protiva is in the game for the injured Andy Thurstone. It's third down and 24 from the Menlo 7. Johnson his own end zone and throws for Supple, and Supple makes the catch and goes out of bounds at about the 26. That'll be about 4 yards short of the first down. 19-yard pickup on the pass to Mike Supple. He went out of bounds at the 26. It's third and a long 4, and the count draws the Emery defense offsides. Should give Menlo a first down. Menlo's moving from the 31 now after the offsides penalty. There's 4:29 remaining in the third quarter. Give goes to Fitzpatrick. He's got good hole over the left side. Nice blocking by the Menlo line. He moves it up to about the 37, called a 6-yard pickup. Face mask penalty tacked on 15 yards and moved the ball to the Emery 47. Menlo's got another first down. Pay dropping straight back, looking over the middle, and he's got his man, and I can't tell who it is yet. He's thrown it down to 23. It's Sozankowski. He picks up about 24 yards on the play. That gets paid at 290 yards passing. That was a 19-yard pickup to the 28, not the 23. And the give goes to Fitzpatrick on the draw play, and he takes it down to about the 23, about a 5-yard pickup. Bobby Fitzpatrick picked up 4 yards to the 24 on that carry. He's got 31 yards rushing for the game. And on this play, Pay's rolling left, and oh, that could have been easily intercepted. Man covering Vince Sozankowski had to go right through his hands to be third down. Third down and 6 now for Menlo from the 24. Pay drops straight back and dumps it over the middle, and he's got Sozankowski, and Vince takes it an extra 15 yards, running it all the way down to the 5. Menlo's got another first down. 19 yards on that completion gives John Pay 309 yards passing for the game. First and goal from the 5. He's looking left, and he's got Protiva, but he throws it too far out in front of him. Brian can't get it with his dive. Second down. Illegal motion on that last play sends Menlo back to the 10, so it's first and goal from the 10 now. And from the I formation, the give goes to the second man through. That's Fitzpatrick, and he goes over the left side, gets about 3 yards to the 7, where it'll be second down for Menlo. Bobby Fitzpatrick has had 8 carries for the game, certainly is high for the year. On second and goal, Pay rolls right, running out of room. He throws to the corner of the end zone. He can't hit Ferrando. Basically had to throw that one away as Emery had good coverage in the backfield. Even without his best stuff today, John Pay's thrown for 309 yards. He'd like one more completion here. He's got 17. And he gives him the draw to Supple, and Supple goes over the left side. He's got room. He hits one man and gets into the end zone for a 7-yard touchdown run that puts Menlo up by 27 points. Coming into this game, Menlo had only rushed for 195 yards total, and they've got 69 today. And the kick by Thurstone is good again. Andy's hitting those with the consistency now after having trouble the first 2 games. We've got 1:41 left in the third quarter, and the score is Menlo 36, Emery 8. Rushing totals for the game, Bobby Fitzpatrick has 8 carries for 34 yards, and Supple 4 carries for 28. Thurstone's kick is away and comes down about the 10-yard line, and brought back to about the 25 by Emery. And Emery's got first and 10 from their own 25 now. 1:04 remaining in the third quarter. Quick pass is complete at about the 27, but that's going to be all for Emery as Drew Ferrando makes the tackle. 2 yards in the play. Drew Ferrando came off limping, but I think he's okay. He came off under his own power. Second and 8 now. Quarterback rolling out. Peter Myers chasing him. John Randall's there, and Randall makes the tackle at the 26, about loss of about 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Good pursuit on that last play by Peter Meyer, forcing the quarterback to run right into John Randall. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Emery can't get the playoff. We'll switch ends, and the score after 3 is Menlo 36 and Emery 8. Start of the 4th quarter, Emery has it 3rd down and 9 from their own 26. And a pass play is going to the left side, and it's complete. Brian Watchhorse on the coverage couldn't quite bat it away, and it's complete for a gain of about 15, 16 yards and an Emery first down. 16 yards on that last play takes it to the Emery 42. They've got it 1st and 10. That lateral play again. And out there is Watchhorst, and he brings the man down behind the line of scrimmage, about a 2-yard loss. That was Supple who made the tackle on the last play. Brian Watchhorst is playing at the right corner. On 2nd and 12, the give goes over the left side, and the man's got some room. Takes it up to the 48. That's about an 8-yard pickup on the off-tackle play for Emery. It's 3rd and 3 now for Emery. It's been a while since they've been in Menlo territory, but they're only 2 yards away from it now. And the snap is fumbled, and there's a big pile up about the 48. Can't tell who has it yet. It's Emery ball, but it's going to be about 4th and 2. They picked up about a yard on the fumble. Ball's at the Emery 49. They've got 4th and a very long 2. Give goes to the second man, and he's taken down by Sloan Rouser. Hits him in the backfield and drags him down right about the line of scrimmage, and Menlo will take over. Menlo takes over at the Emery 48. We've got 8:55 remaining. Pay drops back. He's got all day. Ferrando's flying down the right sideline, and it's complete at the 12. And he delays and just lets 2 men run past him and trots into the end zone for a 48-yard touchdown pass, but there's a flag down. Drew Ferrando took that pass at the 12 and just stopped on a dime as 2 men went flying by him, and he trotted in. Andy Thurston for the extra point. It's good. 8:42 remaining in the game, and Menlo's really pouring it on here. The score reads Menlo 43, Emery 8. I failed to mention that the flag on the touchdown play was defensive holding against Emery, so Menlo's going to kick from the Emery 45. Thurston hits it hard, and it lands at the back of the end zone, so that'll be a touchback for Emery. They'll take over at their 20. Drew Ferrando unofficially has 6 catches for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns after the last one. And John Randall's chasing the quarterback in this play, and he overthrows his receiver. It's incomplete. 2nd down for Emery. On 2nd and 10, Emery lines up in the I formation. And Brian Hull's chasing the quarterback all the way back to his 5. Now he's in his end zone. He's way back in his end zone. He just throws it away. It's up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Desperate dive by Ferrando wasn't enough to pick it off. It'll be 3rd and 10. John Randall was called for roughing the passer in the end zone. So Emery picks up a 1st down as the ball's moved out to their own 35. Quick pass under pressure is incomplete. And that'll be 2nd down now. Menlo's pass rush has had the Emery quarterback under pressure all day, and I would say that he hasn't completed more than 4 or 5 today, though I don't have any unofficial statistics. Here's another incomplete pass out to the right side, and now it's 3rd down. 8:07 remains in the game, and Emery trails by 35. Again, the lateral play, and this time it's a flea flicker, and it's thrown and incomplete. Up around midfield, Emery's going to have to face 4th down. Emery will punt on 4th down. Seems like they've been doing that all day. Short punt is taken by Supple back at the 39. Fair catch. That's a 26-yard punt, no return. 7:58 remains, and Menlo leads 43-8. Menlo takes over 1st and 10 at the 39. Brian Watchhorse is in at receiver. Brian Hull and Brady Enright are the running backs. And Pay's going to pass some more with a 35-point lead. He completes it to Watchhorst at the 47, and Watchhorst runs it down to the 42 before being brought down. Pickup of 19 yards in the pass play to Watchhorst. They're going to throw some more. This time it's going to Watcherson down and out, and he catches it and keeps his feet in bounds and breaks a tackle and is finally slowed up about the 27-yard line, so that'll be about 15 yards. Nine more yards passing will give John Pay 400 for the day. I believe those are Brian Watchor's first 2 catches of the year. Made them consecutively. This time it's a screen pass to Hull out on the left side. He's got a bunch of good blocks, and he rambles down to about the 15-yard line. There's a flag back around the 28. We've had a torrent of penalties today, and there's another one. Sets Menlo back to the 43. It was holding on Sloan Rouser. This time the handoff goes to Brady Enright, the second man through, and he goes over the right side, gets down to the 35, picks up about 8 yards. Second down and 17 now. Andy Thurstone is coming at quarterback. He pitches to Enright, who cuts over the right side, hits it in his own man, but keeps going. And Enright moves down to the 25, and 2 carries. He's picked up about 18 yards. Clock's moving down towards 3:50 remaining. Andy Thurstone is 0 for 5 in the year passing. He would like to complete one, I'm sure. This time pitch goes to Enright. Starts left, cuts over the middle. There's flags down, and legal procedure is going to be called on Menlo. Brian Protiva jumped on the count there, so the ball set back to the 30. It's 3rd and about 12 and a half for Menlo. Thurstone's back, trying to complete his first pass of the year, and it's incomplete. Protiva says he came up with it, but the referee says no, it'll be 4th down. 4th and 12 now for Menlo from the 30. Illegal motion was called on Menlo on the last play, but declined. Thurstone's dropping back again. He's under pressure from the blind side. He dumps it over the middle. It's complete to Sosenkowski at the line of scrimmage. He moves up to the 20 and is brought down at the 18. Will be close to a first down. Emery takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18 with 2:26 remaining. And they're going to try to pass. Quarterback rolls right. He's going to try to keep it now. And he rolls up to about the 20. There's a flag down, probably going to be a late hit. Penalty on Emery sets them back to about the 10-yard line, so they'll have to deal with 2nd and 18. A long pass is almost caught by a diving effort, but it falls incomplete, and it will be 3rd down for Emery. It's 2nd down for Emery now, not 3rd, and they're at their 8, so it's 2nd and 20. Dropping back into the end zone as the quarterback. He's under pressure. He throws over the middle, and it's picked off. Picked off at the 27 by Andy Thurstone. Menlo will take over with 1:51 remaining. Menlo takes over 1st and 10 at about the 27.5 of Emery. And Thurstone's going on the bootleg after faking to Enright, runs into his own man and is dragged down by the shirt about the 26, and there's a flag down in the Menlo backfield. Penalties just keep coming. This one sets Emery back. Menlo gets to move the ball to the Emery 12, and now Emery jumps offside, so there's another one. That should move it to the 7. Clock is running with under 40 seconds remaining, and if it were possible to get a touchdown on penalties, Menlo might do it if this keeps up. Handoff goes to Brian Hall, and he picks up about 4 yards down to the 3-yard line. The clock's running with 25 seconds remaining now. And Thurstone drops back and throws for the corner, and he's got Protiva. The defender fell down, and Thurstone just threw up a wounded duck, and there's the end of the ball game. So Thurstone gets a touchdown on the last play of the game, touchdown pass, and I'm not sure whether they'll try the extra point. The score is Menlo 49 and Emery 8. That's it from Emeryville. The final score is Menlo 49 and Emery 8. Don't forget, this game was brought to you by Delta Airlines. The next time you want to fly to New Orleans or anywhere else around the U.S., remember Delta.